Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Oasis Springs, home of 3 architectural styles. Mid-century modern, which we talked about roofing last week Saturday, Mediterranean, which we'll be talking about today, and whatever sort of weird, futuristic, modern this is supposed to be, which we will talk about probably never. Kind of a short video today because Mediterranean is one of the easier roofs to replicate. There are basically 3 styles of Mediterranean that you're going to see in the United States: Spanish, Italian, and modern, which is kind of the best of Spanish and Italian mixed with the best of suburbia. In general, what you're going to see is most of these roofs are very low pitched, tend to not have a lot of open faces showing, and have tile roofs, or something that looks like tile. If you just have a square or a large square sticking out like this garage, the easiest thing to do is grab a hipped or half-hipped roof, and after bringing it to size, pitch it down to just about half of what it was originally. And depending on the exact style you're going for, you'll either leave the eaves back where they are or pull them out one. From here, you're going to grab a tile-like roof and a trim. I like to use the beveled out roof trim for my Mediterraneans and do either a tile-colored, like a clay trim, or something wood tone. So that's the most basic way to do Mediterranean roofs. This is the same method I did in the 16 ways to roof a square video, which I will link up here because that one's really fun, sort of an introduction to a lot of different roof styles. And here are the roofs left over from the first time I recorded this video. However, you don't usually just build squares, so let's talk about some ways to roof not a square. As usual, I'm going to start with a hipped roof, bring it to size, and pitch it down again to about half or just below half of the original height. Once we have hipped roofs covering the majority of our build, I'm going to take a look at these little octagon towers. Words are failing me. Which, shockingly enough, we are going to roof with an octagon. Octagons are kind of funny. I do recommend dragging their eaves out, and then to make sure that it lines up, you can just check and see right here. I'll zoom in. It will line up like this. Voila. And then take a gabled roof, and you want the edge of the gabled roof to line up exactly with the center of the octagon, which for us is going to look like that. Sometimes the eaves are out, sometimes they're in. I go into how to do this a little bit more in depth in this video, where I show multiple tips and tricks for roofing with octagons, but we'll just copy that and place it over here. Now, when I mentioned not seeing a lot of open faces on Mediterranean builds, what I meant was you don't often see like the front of a roof like this, and if you do, it's generally for a smaller portion of the roof, as you would see on these more decorative elements like this, in which case you would still pitch it down to match the rest of the roof like this. Of course, it's not always like that. It could just as well be another set of closed-faced, half-hipped or hipped roofs. You could also always go for some sort of combination. When you're choosing the roof texture, you're most likely going to want to use either Nature's Mosaic or Mediterranean Magic, as the clay tile roof is pretty central to the Mediterranean build. I do recommend working from a reference image as always if you're trying to replicate a very specific style, but if you're just going for a general Mediterranean, stucco side, arched windows, and a tile roof is pretty much all you need. I will also be releasing as soon as I possibly can a tutorial on how to roof with round walls once that update comes out. If you want to learn more about roofing in general, you're going to love the playlist I put together for you in this top card, and if you're more interested in learning about how to carry out specific styles of roofing like Mediterranean, mid-century modern, check out the bottom card for a playlist of all of those tutorials I've put together. I am out of breath and out of time, so I will just sign off here and look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye!